Now, there's been a massive upturn in results for Manchester United. Do you think that is down to the atmosphere, the fans getting behind Carrick, or is it more of a tactical shift? I mean, Ruben Amorim was famed for playing, almost infamously so, playing at the 5. What about Manchester United?
Yeah, probably a bit of both, to be fair. I think, obviously, he's very aware of the club. He understands what characteristics take to play for the club, what profile you need to have to play for the club. He's been there through the good times and the bad times. So he's sort of had that adversity. He knows what the players know what to expect from him. But also, like we touched on before, going back to a 4 at the back, I think obviously.
How does that tactical shift help United to where they are right now under Carrick?
Yeah, I think in every aspect. For me, I think the biggest shift I've seen, and I've always said it for the last 2 or 3 years, when under Amorim, was out of possession. How easy they were to play against. You know, 2 or 3 passes will cut through the midfield and end up with a shot on target. This was against Brentford. This was a really. But if you watch here against Brighton, I mean, there's one ball from Jason Steele. They don't deal with it. The back line are too deep. Don't deal with it, and already it's 3v4, and nearly ends up with a shot at goal. Goes out for a corner. That can't happen in any game of football. It's too easy to play against, and that's the biggest shift I've seen. Again against Arsenal, against City even. What they did was they put Bruno higher and went into almost a 4-4-2. So Bruno is obviously, he's a brilliant player going forward. Maybe not ideally best suited to the middle of the pitch because that isn't his job. But I thought against City they were so compacted, so connected.
But not a low block.
But not a low block. This was a mid block. Look, you see Ahmad there, go, and the intent to go and press, and they hunt the ball. And okay, they can be okay with that. When you've not got the ball, you can still be fine out of possession. Against Arsenal, they went higher up. Tried to press them a little bit higher. Look at the sprint now from Bruno. No, I'm not sure we saw that under Ruben Amorim. And then they win the ball back. And I just thought all over the pitch they were connected. They were together. Players are finding it hard to get into the pockets, get turned onto the back line. And that's the biggest shift for me I've seen is the out of possession stuff.
I think one thing about Michael Carrick is, yes, of course, he's drilled them somewhat on the training park and he's had lots of time on the training park because no European football. But he has said to individual players, you can make your own decisions. I think the game is too coach-driven. And in this situation, you know, United have gone, we've got a chance and we're going to push on, and ultimately Mbeumo scores it. I would like to see more coaches give more responsibility to players on the pitch.
I definitely feel like there's an element of especially at big clubs now, where you know, sometimes they can be overcoached. I mean, we're talking about top players, world-class players. Maybe sometimes they are overcoached a little bit and maybe they just need a little bit of freedom. I think exactly what you're seeing at the minute on United.
And very quickly, it's similar to what we saw in the Ollie?
Yeah, very similar. I remember playing the first game when Ollie came in. We was really struggling with form, with confidence and injuries, suspensions, and Ollie came in, Cardiff away, we won 5-1. And from then on, we went on an incredible run where, you know, it was a really sort of mid-block, counter-attacking team with pace and transition, and we hurt teams, and teams couldn't deal with it and live with it. And similar feel to it right now, maybe a few tactical tweaks here and there.